In the dimly lit police archives, Eliza Reynolds is surrounded by towering stacks of dusty files, the silence broken only by the gentle patter of rain. The desk lamp casts eerie shadows, illuminating her focused determination. She cautiously reaches for a file marked Lily Blackwood Case, a name echoing with unresolved mystery. As she opens the file, a voice whispers, "Every case has a blind spot, a detail that investigators miss. But this was an abyss." In the monochrome depths of memory, a dilapidated cabin stands guard in a dense, fog-laden forest. Amidst the gloom, young Lily Blackwood's laughter rings out, a beacon of light in the otherwise somber scene. She plays, unaware of the watchful, somber eyes of Mr. Blackwood from the porch. Mr. Blackwood watches Lily, his expression a mask of unreadable emotions, as she frolics without care. In the ghostly flicker of a flashback, Blackwood cabin emerges from the shadows, its somber atmosphere heavy with unspoken sorrow. A black and white photo of Lily sits on the mantelpiece, her smiling face a painful reminder of what has been lost. The camera lingers on Mr. Blackwood's face, a canvas etched with deep grief and haunting mystery. His eyes reflect a haunting past, hinting at secrets buried deep within the walls of Blackwood cabin. Under the veil of night, Eliza navigates her car down a lonely rural road. The fog thickens, swallowing the road and dimming the headlights' reach. A voice echoes from the past, a haunting prelude to a decade-old mystery. 10 years ago, an 8-year-old girl, Lily, disappeared without a trace. The road ahead remains shrouded, mirroring the uncertainty of Lily's fate. The car pushes forward, the fog a constant companion in the search for answers. Eliza arrives at the Blackwood cabin, a place cloaked in oppressive silence. The peeling paint of the Blackwood cabin hints at decay, a stark invitation into the unknown. The overgrown yard of the Blackwood cabin is a silent testament to years of neglect. A palpable sense of unease settles as Eliza approaches the Blackwood cabin, each step echoing in the stillness. The eerie atmosphere of the Blackwood cabin whispers secrets, promising a night of revelations. The Blackwood cabin porch is cloaked in an unsettling fog, the night air thick with foreboding. Mr. Blackwood sits alone, his figure gaunt and haunted against the dim light of the cabin. His eyes are fixed on the swirling fog, lost in a deep, silent contemplation. Eliza cautiously approaches, her footsteps barely audible on the wooden planks. She pauses, her presence a fragile intrusion on his solitude. The fog seems to deepen as Eliza gets closer to Mr. Blackwood, as if hiding secrets. In the dimly lit office, dust motes dance in the air, illuminating shelves packed with forgotten stories. Mr. Blackwood sits hunched behind his desk, a monument to time and regret. Eliza Reynolds stands firm, her gaze unwavering as she steps into the past. "Mr. Blackwood, I'm Eliza Reynolds. I'm looking into Lily's case." Mr. Blackwood's voice cracks with the weight of years. "It's been 10 years. What's the point?" Eliza's resolve hardens, each word a hammer blow against the silence. "Sometimes, the truth needs time to surface." The heavy silence of the office presses in, broken only by the unspoken echoes of the past. Eliza remains standing, the unyielding determination in her eyes reflecting off the dust-laden books. In the dimly lit room, Mr. Blackwood sits, his gaze averted, shrouded in shadow. Eliza stands opposite him, her expression a mask of determination. Eliza's voice cuts through the silence. "Can you tell me about the night Lily disappeared?" Mr. Blackwood remains still, his voice low. "I told the police everything. There's nothing more to say." Eliza's determination hardens, her resolve unyielding in the face of his resistance. The weight of unspoken truths hangs heavy in the air between them. Sunlight pierces through the Blackwood residence, illuminating dust motes in a silent, sun-drenched room. Eliza stands by the window, her figure outlined against the bright light, a shadow of worry crossing her face. Eliza speaks, her voice tinged with concern. "Mrs. Grimes, the neighbor, mentioned something about seeing Lily." Mr. Blackwood dismisses her words with a wave of his hand. That crazy old woman. Don't listen to her stories. A tense silence fills the room as Eliza's worry clashes with Mr. Blackwood's denial. In the Blackwood cabin, shadows dance ominously as Eliza steps inside. The air thickens with unspoken sorrow as Eliza moves deeper into the sparsely furnished room. Long shadows stretch and sway around Eliza, enveloping her in a palpable sense of loss. Each step echoes the emptiness of the cabin, amplifying the heavy atmosphere of grief. The weight of the cabin's history settles upon Eliza. Eliza enters Lily's room, a place where time stands still. Toys are neatly arranged on shelves, each perfectly in place. The baby's crib stands silently in the corner. The untouched space holds echoes of laughter and memories. The room remains frozen in time. In the heart of the abandoned house, darkness reigns supreme, pierced only by the fragile beam of a flashlight. Dust motes dance like lost souls in the oppressive air. Cobwebs, like ghostly shrouds, cling to the forgotten furniture, whispering tales of neglect. The air hangs heavy, saturated with the scent of decay and lingering sorrow. Narration: VO. The old files said there were no footprints, no signs of a struggle. Narration: VO. But there was an echo, a feeling that something had been lost within those walls, something more than a child. Eliza walks toward the Grimes house, an ominous silhouette against the daylight. The Grimes house looms, a dilapidated cottage swallowed by overgrown bushes. Dark windows stare out like vacant eyes, adding to the house's unsettling presence. The overgrown bushes seem to claw at the cottage, as if trying to pull it down. Eliza approaches the cottage, her determination evident in every step. Eliza stands before the aged Grimes house, her knuckles poised to knock. Silence lingers as Eliza's knock echoes against the aged wood. A raspy voice drifts from within. "Who is it?" Eliza responds, her voice clear. "Mrs. Grimes, I'm Eliza Reynolds." Eliza continues, her purpose firm. "I want to talk about Lily Blackwood." Eliza pauses outside the closed door of the apartment, her senses heightened. From behind the door, the frantic voice of Mrs. Grimes echoes. "She didn't disappear. He hit her, and her ghost is haunting him." Eliza, undeterred, calls out, her voice calm yet persistent. "Mrs. Grimes, can you open the door?" A chilling refusal pierces the barrier. "No, go away. You'll end up like her." Eliza remains steadfast, her expression a mixture of concern and determination. The ominous silence from within leaves Eliza in suspense. In the dim light of the archives, Eliza is surrounded by towering stacks of aged files. Her face is illuminated by the cold glow of the computer screen as she pores over documents. She finds a brittle, yellowed record hidden among the files. The record reveals a hidden connection: the death of Lily's brother. The barely legible name on the record hints at a dark secret. An abyss of darkness, an unseen space, a chilling stillness pervades. A voice echoes from the void. Trauma can create a ghost. But in this case, the ghost was real. The pain, the guilt, the silence. It was all part of the mystery. The unseen space remains, an enigma wrapped in shadows. Eliza steps onto the old dock, its timbers groan under her weight. Fog clings to Shadow Lake, obscuring its secrets beneath a veil of mist. The air hangs heavy with an unsettling stillness, broken only by the echo of distant ripples. Each step, Eliza takes echoes, eerily, swallowed by the encroaching fog. The wooden pier stretches into the fog, a path into the unknown. The swirling fog dances around the dock, like ghostly figures. Under the moon's ghostly glow, Shadow Lake lies still and silent. Eliza walks along the darkened shore, her flashlight beam slicing through the night. Her breath hitches as she stops. Her flashlight beam settles on something half buried in the sand. A weathered rag doll lies exposed, an eerie echo of Lily's lost innocence. The rag doll is unmistakably identical to the one in the photo, a haunting reminder of Lily's last known moments. Inside the rustic Blackwood cabin, Eliza stands unwavering, the antique doll suspended between her and Mr. Blackwood, a fragile symbol of a shared past. Mr. Blackwood's gaze remains locked on the doll, his face etched with deep lines of sorrow as tears begin to surface. The fire crackles in the hearth, its dancing shadows amplifying the gravity of the unfolding scene, casting long shadows that seem to echo the weight of unspoken words. The cabin is filled with an atmosphere of profound stillness, where the air hangs heavy with the weight of memories and the anticipation of revelations. In the stark light of the room, Eliza holds up a doll, her gaze intense and probing. Mr. Blackwood shifts uncomfortably, avoiding eye contact with Eliza. Eliza's voice cuts through the silence. "This doll, Mr. Blackwood, where did it come from?" Mr. Blackwood stammers, his voice barely a whisper. I don't know." Eliza's eyes narrow, her voice hardening with suspicion. "Don't lie to me. This was Lily's doll." In the stark interrogation room, shadows dance ominously across Mr. Blackwood's weary face. His voice trembles, each word a painful echo of unbearable grief. Tears cascade down his weathered cheeks, a torrent of sorrow washing over him. He stammers, his anguished confession piercing the suffocating silence. "It was my wife. She was never the same after our baby died." His voice cracks with despair as he reveals her motive. She thought if she took Lily, it would bring him back. In a desolate, undefined space, Mr. Blackwood sits, his face a canvas of deep sorrow. His voice, a mere tremor, reveals the wounds of the past. "Mrs. Grimes saw her, but the police didn't believe her. My wife, she ran away with Lily. I never saw them again. 10 years passed. A night veiled in fog. A shadowy figure emerges in the forest's embrace. Mrs. Blackwood leads young Lily deeper into the forest. The air grows thick, the unknown awaits. Lily glances back. The forest seems to watch them, silent and still. The fog tightens its grip, veiling their path. Reality blurs with every step. Lost in the swirling mist, they vanish. The forest reclaims its secrets. An ethereal mist blankets a desolate landscape, swirling with secrets and unease. The narration begins. The ghost everyone thought they saw in the fog wasn't a supernatural apparition. It was a deranged mother trying to escape her own pain. She clutches her daughter's hand, her grip tight, and dragging her daughter with her. The mist continues to swirl, obscuring their forms as they fade into the distance. In the dim light of her office, Eliza sits frozen, her eyes fixated on a photograph. The photograph captures a radiant Lily standing beside her mother, their smiles echoing a forgotten joy. The camera pulls back, revealing the chaotic reality of Eliza's office. A half-empty mug sits as a silent witness to countless sleepless nights. A somber mood settles, heavy with unspoken sorrow. Narration. VO. The case of the ghost girl wasn't a paranormal mystery. Narration. VO. It was a story of human grief, of unresolved trauma. Narration. VO. Lily is still missing, but now we know why. The screen illuminates with a question, beckoning the audience into the unknown. What do you think happened to Lily and her mother after they fled? The screen prompts, do you think they are still alive? The screen urges, let us know your theory in the comments. The screen fades, leaving the audience to ponder the unresolved story of Lily and her mother. Words fill the screen, beckoning viewers to spread the tale. The screen boldly states, and if this story intrigued you, share the video so the legend of the ghost girl isn't forgotten. The ethereal legend of the ghost girl lingers, urging viewers to keep her story alive. A final, haunting invitation echoes. See you in the next case. The screen glows with a promise of more mysteries to come, leaving viewers in anticipation. The story of the ghost girl fades, but the mystery endures, awaiting its next chapter. Under the stark light of day, the Blackwood cabin appears profoundly desolate. a haunting silhouette against the landscape. The cabin stands isolated, its windows like dark eyes, staring out at a world it no longer connects with. Even the sunlight seems to avoid it, casting long shadows that deepen its sense of isolation and ruin. The Blackwood cabin sits in silence, an emblem of forgotten stories and lingering sorrow. A sense of profound loneliness permeates the air, clinging to the decaying wood and overgrown surroundings. In the heart of the police archives, Eliza stands surrounded by rows of towering shelves. Eliza's intense focus is palpable as she begins her meticulous examination of the crime scene photos. Each photo is scrutinized, her brow furrowed in concentration as she searches for a hidden clue. The stark images of past crimes flicker before Eliza's eyes, each detail sharpening her resolve. Eliza pauses, her gaze lingering on a particular detail, a glimmer of understanding in her eyes. A breakthrough seems imminent as Eliza connects the pieces, her expression shifting from concentration to revelation. Shadow Lake stretches out, its surface like glass. Stillness blankets the area, heightening the sense of isolation. The water reflects the overhanging trees in the sky. Silence hangs heavy, broken only by the occasional bird call. The air is crisp, hinting at secrets hidden beneath the surface. Shadow Lake maintains its mysteries, a fleeting glimpse into the Grimes house, where mystery lurks behind every object. Unusual artifacts fill every corner, whispering tales of eccentricity. Clutter hints at a life steeped in the unknown and the peculiar. Each item echoes a life less ordinary, steeped in enigma and charm. The Grimes house reveals a world where the ordinary fades into the extraordinary. Within these walls, the unusual is not just seen but deeply felt. Under the silent watch of ancient trees, Eliza stands at the edge of a forest, her breath a fleeting whisper in the icy air. A thick fog smothers the woods, blurring reality as a spectral figure emerges from the misty depths. The ghostly figure of Lily materializes, beckoning Eliza into the heart of the forest with a slow, ethereal gesture. The fog swirls, drawing Eliza deeper into the dream, the ghostly Lily's call echoing in the silence. Eliza's eyes lock onto the figure, an invisible thread pulling her forward into the fog-laden abyss. Inside the Blackwood cabin, shadows dance across the rough-hewn walls, cloaking the room in an eerie stillness. Mr. Blackwood remains with his back turned, a silent sentinel guarding secrets within the flickering firelight. Mrs. Blackwood sits with her face etched with worry and resentment, her gaze fixed on some unseen point beyond the table. The palpable tension hangs heavy in the air, an invisible barrier separating husband and wife in their shared isolation. Eliza approaches Shadow Lake Dock, her posture radiating confidence. She steps onto the weathered wooden planks, the sound echoing in the open air. Her eyes begin to scan the surroundings, searching for any trace of clues hidden in plain sight. The determination in her gaze sharpens as she commits to her search, unwavering in her mission. In the quiet intensity of her office, Eliza sits surrounded by a sea of papers, each one a silent witness to her relentless pursuit. Eliza's brow furrows deeply as she reviews her notes, her focus narrowing with each passing moment. Each line, each word, seems to whisper a secret, drawing Eliza deeper into the labyrinth of her investigation. Eliza leans forward, her eyes darting across the documents, piecing together fragments of truth hidden within. In the stillness of the night, Eliza is determined to connect the dots, driven by an insatiable curiosity. A long, winding road stretches out, a lonely path into the unknown. The curves and bends shimmer under the sun, a visual metaphor for the investigation's twists. The road fades into the distance, a symbol of the complex journey ahead. The shimmering asphalt hints at hidden challenges, reflecting the unpredictable nature of the case. The sunlight dances on the road, masking the truth beneath the surface. In the dimly lit police archives, dust dances in the air, illuminating rows of forgotten files. Eliza pulls a file from the shelf, its cover blank, hinting at secrets hidden within. She opens the file, her eyes widening as a photograph, reveals a familiar face. A crucial piece of information clicks into place, shifting the landscape of the investigation. Under the inky sky, the Blackwood cabin looms, cloaked in shadows and secrets. Eliza approaches hesitantly, her figure swallowed by the dim moonlight, each step heavy with unspoken sorrow. She pauses, her face etched with sorrow as she gazes upon the cabin, a silent witness to a past tragedy. The gentle breeze whispers through the surrounding trees, carrying with it the echoes of what once was. Shadows dance within the Blackwood cabin, where a ghostly vision begins to materialize. A spectral glow intensifies, revealing the ethereal figure of Lily. Eliza stands transfixed, her face etched with terror as she beholds the ghostly apparition. The ghostly figure flickers, teasing the edge of reality, heightening Eliza's dread. The air grows cold, a palpable sense of dread filling the cabin as the psychological horror unfolds. Eliza's eyes widen further as the ghostly presence looms ever closer, engulfing her in a chilling embrace. The lake shimmers under the silver gaze of the full moon, its surface a mirror reflecting the haunting beauty of the night. Shadows dance along the water's edge, as if the darkness itself is alive and watching. The wind whispers secrets through the trees, adding to the sense of mystery and foreboding. An unsettling stillness hangs in the air, broken only by the gentle lapping of water against the shore. In the quiet intensity of her office, Eliza sits bathed in the cool glow of her computer, poised for action. Stacks of meticulously arranged documents surround her, each page a step closer to justice. A determined glint sharpens in her eyes as she puts the finishing touches on her presentation. The air crackles with anticipation as Eliza prepares to unveil her findings to the world. Each keystroke resonates with the promise of justice for Lily, her cause. Eliza's resolution is clear. The moment of truth is at hand. In the foggy forest, mist weaves through the trees. The forest's depths remain hidden, fostering a sense of mystery. A profound sense of the unknown permeates the air. The lingering mist obscures all, leaving only questions. Inside the desolate Blackwood cabin, the scene opens with an intimate focus on Lily's rag doll, a silent witness to innocence long gone. The doll's vacant stare reflects the cabin's haunting atmosphere, each stitch a painful reminder of enduring trauma. Dust motes dance around the doll, symbolizing the passage of time and the unchanging nature of memory. Sunlight streams through a crack in the wall, spotlighting the doll, as if to expose hidden truths. The worn fabric and missing button on the doll hint at a life harshly interrupted, a childhood stolen. The rag doll remains, a stark emblem of innocence lost, its presence a poignant echo in the silence. The dock stretches into Shadow Lake, its surface a mirror to the night's dim moonlight. Eliza's silhouette stands out against the water. The dark depths of Shadow Lake reflect Eliza's profound contemplation of human despair. The night deepens, mirroring the depths of Eliza's despair. Shadow Lake holds its secrets close as Eliza grapples with the weight of human sorrow. In the stillness of the night, Eliza stands as a solitary figure consumed by the lake's dark reflection of despair. In the hushed stillness of the police archives, Eliza confronts the Lily Blackwood case file. The file clicks shut, its sound echoing through the otherwise silent room. The sound of the file echoes in the quiet room, amplifying the weight of the unsolved mystery. Unresolved questions linger, casting a shadow over Eliza's thoughts. The enduring mystery of Lily Blackwood's disappearance weighs heavily on her shoulders. The unanswered questions of the Lily Blackwood case continue to haunt Eliza. The Grimes house looms, its peeling paint and overgrown garden, a stark testament to years of secrets and sorrows. A weathered sentinel, it silently watches over the neighborhood, absorbing the weight of time. Under the relentless sun, long shadows stretch across the unkempt lawn, hinting at untold stories hidden within. The house emanates an aura of palpable history and inescapable melancholy. In the dim solitude of her office, Eliza fixes her gaze upon a photograph of Lily, her eyes burning with resolve. Shadows dance around her as she silently vows to remember. Her voice barely a whisper, Eliza pledges, "I will never forget the ghost girl, or her story." The weight of her promise hangs heavy in the air. The photograph of Lily remains, a haunting reminder of the story she carries. Eliza speeds away from the cabin, a cloud of dust rising in her wake. In the rearview mirror, the Blackwood cabin shrinks into the distance, a haunting reminder of what was. Her knuckles whiten as she grips the steering wheel, the cabin's secrets weighing heavily on her. The open road stretches before her, a promise of freedom tinged with the lingering shadow of Blackwood. The car barrels forward, the engine a roar against the backdrop of rural silence. Eliza's eyes reflect a mixture of hope and trepidation as she drives toward the unknown.